Hi, welcome to Zenagallery. My name is Zena, and I'm going to provide an energy reading for today. So let's see what we have. So the first message I have is the energy as far as humanity. You are ascending, so make sure you're creating abundance, working on any projects, working on work, just putting in the work so that you can create abundance. Make sure you're releasing any fear when it comes to abundance and ascending to a higher perspective. With energy, mind, body, spirit, make sure you're coming from higher self, so using that life force energy, okay? Make sure you are saying your prayers and calling on that soul power, spirit power, that energy power. Make sure you're radiating, let's see, joy, love, appreciation, gratitude, grounding, looking from a higher perspective on self. This all applies to self-development and spiritual journey in your individual path. All right, so those are really nice. So let's see what else we have. Yeah, make sure you're creating new ideas, looking at new ideas. Make sure you're using determination and not anxiety. Um, Especially when you're busy. So just make sure that anxiety, do your best to have that balance and not letting anxiety override the determination when it comes to any self ideas or ideas when it is focusing on any work or any projects or anything that is contributing to your higher perspective and also your abundance. So like your workload, your projects, anything that can create self-development, mind, body, spirit. When it comes to any type of pain, trial, tribulation, make sure you are reminding yourself to put yourself into more comfortable situations. So that means taking it easy on yourself. Don't be self-critical or self-sabotaging when it comes to self-talk. And make sure you are coming from a higher perspective when it comes to God, Most High, and your spiritual protection. So those things don't create painful experiences or painful situations for you when it comes to comfortability and self-love. All right, when it comes to any type of frustration, make sure you are not stopping in that energy and creating movement. So I'm saying like possibly um, when we are either feeling sad or we're just going through painful situations, trial and tribulations, it will basically create some energy to keep us stuck. So just make sure, so like movement is in reverse. So just make sure you are creating movement in everything that you're doing and not staying stuck in frustration energy, okay? Or aggravating energy. Let's see what else. Yeah, so make sure the frustration energy and the lack of movement, just remind yourself there is no, the energy that you create for yourself is the form of self sabotage. So what we do, we have the spiritual advancement and spiritual protection and the spiritual enlightenment when it comes to any type of self-rejecting or anything that is creating low vibrational energy for us. So just I'm just getting a lot of, just make sure movement is involved. So yoga, swimming, walking, exercise, anything that can create some movement but not too much movement that it creates an imbalance or any type of caution when it comes to injury. So like if you're already not feeling well or anything that has to do with like health care or health ailments, make sure you're taking your time and don't focus so much on why you can't do it. Just so don't focus on like what's behind the scenes on why you can't basically get started on basically like a movement journey, a healthy journey, and that can create dance classes, exercise, low intensity. That's what I'm getting. Low intensity um, movement. Okay. Because obviously, humanity right now, a lot of people are going through trial and tribulations. Everybody is in a different chapter. Um, Everybody is working through their life path. So this is more of like a self-development, self-reminder, self-love, spiritual awakening when it comes to self. The mystery behind the veil obviously is sadness and creating low vibrational energy, and just like trying to keep you frustrated and stuck. So just make sure like we're all being mindful when it comes to that's what's behind the veil, and we want to do our best to be determined to focus more on our growth as self. Okay. um it's easier said than done. But what I'm getting, just go at your pace. Don't focus on anyone else's pace. Focus on your chapter in life. Okay. Don't allow any type of interference, external interference, or possibly internal interference, attachments, low vibrational energy, mind, body, spirit, come and basically interrupt your peace. Okay. So what I'm getting is make sure you're around supportive people, supportive groups, work environments. Don't focus so much on energy that you're feeling. It's not contributing to your wellness. You want to not allow any type of ghosts, internal, external, spiritual warfare, all those types of things to rob you, okay, of your peace. I know it's hard, easier said than done, but as long as you're aware of it and mindful of it, then you have a fighting chance and you can be in, the situation. So don't allow it to put you in isolation, okay? Make sure you're not isolating yourself when it comes to just trying to find peace, okay? Focus more on your passions, okay? Things that bring you alive. God is the God of living, okay? Life, okay? We can walk this earth, like a zombie or dead, but it's your life, okay? Again, this is a self-development energy reading, a reminder of free will. You have a choice on how you want to live your life, okay? And if you don't have any passions, you know, go on a discovery journey or travel to find out what your passion is, and don't focus so much on possibly lack of confidence or not feeling maybe confused or not feeling sure of self when it comes to your passions. Okay, if it's something that makes you feel alive and passionate, go for it. I mean, obviously, if it's not good for your well-being, toxic, not that advice or that perspective, but more of if it's gonna make you feel it's gonna contribute to your well-being. Use your spiritual discernment, okay? Make sure you are using your spiritual discernment. If you don't have confidence and you're feeling frustrated, then your spiritual discernment will always be blocked. So make sure you're radiating love and ascending to a higher perspective so that you can at least start using your intuition. What I'm getting here, I'm gonna keep going, but I'm getting something here. So let's see. Yeah, I'm seeing that there could be a disruption right now on a lot of people's spiritual intuition or spiritual awakening, and that could just be the season we're in. It's not that it can be, it is the season that we're in. So just make sure you're taking it to God, saying your prayers. And if you haven't started saying your prayers, get on your prayers, okay? Start looking for if you're not, equipped with advanced Bibles, go into commentary. I post a lot of stuff on my Zenagallery.com. If you go into archives, you can go back all the way to the beginning. I have a lot of spiritual information on there. On my Instagram, Zena Gallery Healing Arts as well, and Zena Gallery Love. So just start looking and really using that spiritual tool that you have, which is your intuition, which is your mind, body, spirit, connecting with source, which is God, most high, okay? We have a lot of spiritual warfare battle going on right now. I don't know who this message is for. This could be for any spiritual man, spiritual woman that is either beginning their journey or people that have already been in their journey. But this is a reminder that there is some spiritual discernment or spirit or interferences that is disrupting your intuition, your success, okay, your joy, your enlightenment, your inheritance that God gives to all of us. But we have to be willing to acknowledge him, love him, speak to him about our worries, forgiveness, gratitude, all of these things that need to come down into the spirit so that you can have a blessed life. Okay, so that's what I'm getting. Stop worrying possibly about others advancement or success or their spiritual journey. What are your beliefs? Do you believe? Are you a believer? Make sure you're using your strength. Okay, using your strength. You may have a lot of human strength, physical strength, but in order to even be in the game of life right now, we're in spiritual warfare, spiritual battle, spiritual awakening, spiritual ascension. Make sure you're using your spiritual strength. Okay, so I'm not getting so much of a human strength or common sense strength. I'm getting spiritual strength. True believer. Are you a believer or not? It's either you believe it or not. If not, then you're walking amongst zombies or the dead or people that don't, appreciate life. Life is a gift. All right, what else? Get around people that are possibly supportive and happy and successful. If you're the smartest in the room, it's time for you to bust a move. All right, make sure you're self-reflecting, okay? Make sure when you're reflecting, you're not self-sabotaging. You're not reflecting on all the bad things. Nobody's perfect. Make sure you're reflecting on your faith. Like, you love God, take it to God. Don't allow someone to interfere in what you believe. At the end of the day, we come in this world alone, we die alone. So your soul belongs to you. It doesn't belong to a whole group or the community or whoever. Your soul belongs to you. Step up for your soul. That's what I'm getting, okay? Make sure you're focusing on your creativity. Get creative when it comes to possibly communicating with God about your faith, okay? That's what I'm getting. Get creative. Talk to him honestly, wholeheartedly, and you'll surrender, okay? You have an opportunity to really believe and truly believe, and you will get an opportunity to strengthen your faith, okay? And that's what I'm getting, strength. All right, what else? Yes, create some space, all right, for your conscious, okay? Create some space. Stop allowing possibly interferences, external interferences, or everybody other outside of self to interfere when it comes to your conscious. So possibly stay off social media, stop reading mumbo jumbo stuff on everybody else's beliefs. Start doing the research, start praying, start discerning, and so that you can feed your spirit food, okay? Pure food, holiness, all right? That's what I'm getting. Not being confused on, oh, possibly I believe what this person says, and it's misleading, okay? We got a lot of misleading people out here, a lot of misleading external forces that we don't even see that are invincible as well. So make sure it's something that you feel confident about when it's time for you to use your discernment and make your decision. And if you don't, that is a prayer you need to incorporate into your main prayer and ask God to give you wisdom, all right? It's time to, I'm getting hungry spirit, a hungry soul. It's time for you to illuminate, shed some light on your own personal soul or own personal spirit, your own personal mind, your own personal chapter when it comes to love and self-love and the love that you possibly need to have for God and for self. Okay, when we love ourselves, that means you love God. If you can't love yourself, how can you possibly love God if you can't love yourself? You are a creation of God, okay? So remind yourself, you're a child of God, and stop allowing fear to interrupt that, okay? Fear is a million unlimited possibilities when it comes to fear, but start using your spiritual discernment and really taking your fears to God, and start cleansing when it comes to mind, body, spirit. If that means comes down to physical, mental, spiritually cleansing, it can go in a million ways as well too. So if it's not feeding your spirit and you feel uncomfortable, the safest way to do it is just cleanse and don't even deal with it, because it will be considered a temptation, all right? So trust that God has your back. Trust yourself, okay? Trust that you are strong in your spirit enough to make your own decisions when it comes to sweetness, love, confidence, gratitude, appreciation. So self-appreciation, appreciation when it comes to God, appreciating that he woke you up and you have life in your body. As long as you got life in your body, You get another opportunity to change your life in a different direction. Don't allow death to basically rob you of your sweetness or your joy, okay? Or people that just have a dead spirit, that are just spiritually dead. That's what I'm getting. I'm getting a lot of, possibly this could be for a spiritual man or woman, somebody that's just spiritually, or community, or cult, or occultism, or community. I don't know, just more than one or two or three, a whole community, or possibly someone or something or some place that you're spending a lot of time with. Make sure you're creating balance, because if not, they're robbing you of your spiritual spirit, your death, your soul. Like, your monks, possibly people that are dead in spirit. So looks are deceiving. So make sure you're paying attention and trusting God, and not trusting anybody but God, all right? Make sure you're keeping a balance when it comes to anything that makes you happy, okay? Yeah, focusing on your abundance, not focusing on any type of magic, or people that are interfering, or people that are, portraying that, they have all this spiritual knowledge, and actually are doing magic, or they're doing, darkness. They're just the spirit of darkness, and that's what I'm getting. Like, and it's causing you to be angry, okay, for this spiritual man or woman, and it's causing you to, you need to get some rest. You need to get some spiritual rest. You need to get some physical rest. You need to get some mental rest, okay? Because if not, it's always going to keep you angry. It's always going to keep you dark forces. People lighting candles, or people doing. Make sure you're being mindful of what you're eating and drinking from people. Anything that people touching you, or anything right now. Right now is just not the time to be playing when it comes to spirit, mind, body, spirit. This is a walk that you got to take with God, nobody else, right? And it's basically working on your abundance. There is no abundance if you allow this magic to keep interfering when it comes to anger, blessings. So I'm getting like non-fruit, okay? Fruit comes from God. If you're not getting any fruit, it's time to jump ship, okay? And go with the flow, all right? So let's see, is there anything else? 16 minutes? All right, we're doing good. All right, one more message and then we'll be finished. Sorry that was the reading for today, but that's just what I'm getting. I hope this can help somebody. This is not a this is just a spiritual development. It's energy reading. What's humanity right now? Everybody is battling. Everybody's in their own chapter, so there's no judgment here. But if there's an assistance, then feel free to reach out to zenagallery.com, and rain or shine. Keep it moving, rain or shine, all right? And ask God to give you discernment, spiritual strength. Like, do not play when it comes to your soul and your spirit. All right? I don't care. You're not supposed to be trusting no man or woman. Okay? Psalms 118 is my favorite chapter when it comes to that. Okay? If you are amongst God and God has that protection over you, then He's gonna put you around the right people. But sometimes, we get caught in situations where there's a lot of darkness around us, and unfortunately, when that darkness is around us, they interfere with our abundance, our blessings from God, our energy, our ideas. You can't even see. You won't be able to see. You'll be angry. You won't have any rest. You won't even be able to think. Okay, so you got to be real careful on what you are doing, and protecting your mind, body, and spirit, and using your wisdom right now and your common sense. So that's the message that I have for today. My name is Zena. Thank you for watching Zenagallery, and have a beautiful week. Okay, today's Monday. New lessons, new blessings, new week.